Welcome back. In this episode, I'm going to tell you all about installing, opening, checking wallet, checking your stuff from Bittensor. Obviously, it works for any other crypto as well because this new wallet Talisman is really cool. In the last video, I was showing you how to buy Bittensor, how to get a hold of some, and obviously you could keep it there in uphold or in exchange that you have. But much safer way is to move it to non-custodial wallet. Why is it much safer? Because only you control it, only you can open it, only you can make sure that the money is safe here. But obviously you have to remember one thing: you have the seed phrase which you have to write down on a piece of paper. I'm going to show you in a second. You can't just save it on your laptop or something, because now the viruses, the hackers are rampant, and they would just steal your seed phrase and take your money, because that seed phrase is what controls the wallet. And next step would be obviously installing Ledger, buying Ledger, but I'll cover that maybe in the future or something. So basically you've got Talisman wallet, which is like a new wallet, really good wallet that's showing all your positions, all your staking, everything really nice. I will show you later on. Go to the website here, you click on the download wallet, and in the browser you'll see this will take you to options like that. So you have a Chrome browser or Edge here or Brave or whatever you use, and you can download it literally here inside. You add the extension inside your browser, then you click on this little extension, pin it so you can see it on top as you can see here, and then you can get started. So basically it will take you to this page. You get started, set up some password. When you have your password, this is just a password to access your wallet, this is not the main one, the seed phrase. Now you can enter the wallet. So here we'll have a way to create a wallet. This is also like a very nice portfolio page from Talisman. You can see all your activity. I'll show you in a second in my other wallet that is already set up. So you'll see something like that here. You've got all your accounts and stuff like that. What you want to do is add an account, create wallet. You can import if you already have seed phrase or you have Ledger or something. You can import here. As you can see, you can connect Ledger. You can watch other accounts or import existing account if you have already that recovery phrase, but we will just simply build a new one. So in the new one, what we're gonna do, as you can see, you've got this little Bittensor here. You've got Ethereum type accounts, which is one of the blockchains, Solana based accounts as well. There is not all of the blockchains, but the most important ones are here. We need the Polkadot, and Bittensor is on the Polkadot, so we can name it whatever. I just put one and create it. So you now have your account. So you can choose 12 or 24. 24 is obviously safer, and 12 is easier to write down. But what you're gonna do, you have to write it down on a piece of paper, and this is the only time you want to see it on a computer or on the screen. Don't copy that to don't copy that to clipboard. Don't do anything like that. Take a piece of paper and make sure you know where that piece of paper is. If you've got some bank locker, go put it there. If you have some important documents in your house, passport or something, put it somewhere there. Obviously don't travel with it, but this is all you need. Just make sure you treat it seriously. Write it down in some diary or something, and make sure you know at all times where it is, because a lot of people lost those, and obviously you can never recover money if you don't have wallet anymore. If you have the wallet here and you can enter it still, obviously you can transfer the money to another wallet if you forget that. But if you delete the wallet, then there is no way to recover that. So obviously 24 would be safer. I'm just gonna write this one, copy this one to the clipboard, but I'm just doing that to show you here because it's gonna ask you to verify that in a second. Do not write it down or copy it in your notepad. So as you can see, you have to verify it. So if you wrote it down, now you have all that stuff. So you have to obviously make sure you put it in order. This is the same way as you would be recovering that, the same way it would work in here. So you would have to just make sure you put everything, every word in order. That's it. I did the verification here in order. If you had 24, that would be obviously more. and that's it. It's just making sure that you wrote it down, that you have it saved somewhere. And now you've got a wallet. As you can see, everything runs really sweet, and you can also click here to see it. And that's basically it. I'm not gonna confuse you with any more stuff. Write down a seed phrase, make sure open the Bittensor wallet. And now the other very important thing that you just have to remember is if you click receive, you have to find Bittensor here. As you can see, Bittensor, because some wallets are different, some are similar, and you copy that. You just copy that, and you can do it too. And this is your address. You can send money from Uphold from any exchange to this address. This will be your wallet. You can see it here as well in your just make sure every time you send some money, just double check those digits if are the same. You copy it obviously from here, but just make sure KXV, 5GX, all this stuff, make sure you can confirm before you send, and always send small amount first, like $10, and then send more. This is obviously the basic stuff for managing wallet. I don't want to add much more stuff because obviously it's all confusing in the beginning, but copy the address, create the wallet, copy the address, write down seed phrase, and then you can send from Uphold. That's in my other video, or from exchange, where you will simply paste that address and you will be able to receive the money here. And as you can see, my other wallet, the one that is working, already has some funds. You can see everything here. You can see your portfolio, see which subnets you did, but you invested. But obviously that's gonna be covered in other videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll cover much more. What is Bittensor, subnets, how to invest, which one to choose, all that stuff. So stay tuned. Any questions, let me know, and hopefully everything is clear. If not, then just keep asking. And I'm really excited because this is a biggest opportunity of the lifetime, probably, Bittensor. So make sure you don't miss it. Thank you for watching.